most enjoyable afternoon of the season, this. Right, you. Off. Oh, come on, ref, he never touched him.
Look at his face! Just look at his face!
He's off. Oi, ref, do you want to borrow these? If you're looking for a level-headed manager, he's your man.
Hello and welcome to Fantasy Football League.
This week, this week we'll be recreating the North London Derby from Christmas 1978.
And we'll be saying a big hello to Marcus Bignot.
Hello, I'm Marcus Bignot.
Hello! Yes.
Marcus, our first ever live. Hello, how are you, Marcus? You
Not
all
too
right?
bad.
And,
Yeah.
and who do you play for?
Telford United.
Yeah?
Might be the biggest roar you've heard all season. Anyway, thanks for coming, Marcus.
Yes,
and no doubt we'll be chatting to you all night. But first, a few things we noticed from watching football this week. Experiments in Spain, which involve feeding players on a diet of dog food, are said to be having a strange effect on their style of play. That's marked that territory now, there, that little bit of picture.
And in Sunderland, Peter Reid was celebrating their promotion to the Premier League.
A lovely time, wasn't it? That was a propelling pencil, wasn't it? And Newcastle fans all over Britain are feeling the strain of the championship race. It's had a particularly bad effect on the Proclaimers. And with the cup final just around the corner, who can forget the image of the Everton captain with his hands firmly around the trophy? This is Kevin Ratcliffe, the Everton captain, in 19... Hold on, what's he doing? What was Kevin doing then? This is 1989 Cup.
Oh,
dear.
Kevin!
Kevin?
Oh, Kevin! Oh,
You can have... Oh, my God!
God! And he shook hands with the Queen!
Oh, no.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I bet when she went back in the coach, waved to the crowd, and there was just the pubic hair.
Oh, there's no need for that.
So anyway, Stato, go on and say it. You know you're dying to.
Now it's time for my news round. With just 3 weeks of the season left, Angus Deaton still heads the table. While at the bottom, Nick Owen is propping up the rest, with tonight's other guest, Alan Davies, basking in relative safety. I'm much more concerned with the bitter and intense, yet somehow thrilling rivalry between my landlords for the title King of the Flat. In 1994, David took the home championship, as well as the overall title, and left the player auction in December, confident he could overturn Frank's emphatic local victory last season. And indeed, David's Shopping Biz 11 established an early advantage, but when the turkey and Christmas put had settled, Frank's Norwegian-inspired Lisa Marie's legs emerged 4 places and 4 points clear. By February, with Dean Holdsworth beginning to find the net, Frank seemed to have established a definite advantage. Come spring, when the young statistician's thoughts turned to the FA Cup quarter-finals, a 20-point gap had opened up. David's back 4 had sprung a leak, and things looked bleak. But somehow David has fought his way back. The latest table shows there's nothing between them. With Frank's lead down to a solitary point, the race to be flat Meister is truly on.
Exciting, isn't it? Very exciting.
1 point in it, eh?
It's so exciting, in fact, that we've decided to have a bit of a bet on it. We've decided that whoever ends up lowest has to pay a sort of forfeit. And what's that?
Well, what's going to happen is that on the last show, then we'll know which one of us has finished lowest in the league. And that person, this is absolutely official now, will be snogged, licked all over, and generally kissed by Boo Boo. This is Boo Boo, who's owned by Tony and Corrine Warren of Gravesend, and Boo Boo's going to come on here on the show.
We're going to have chocolate painted all over our faces.
Just maybe, perhaps even inside the mouth.
Yeah. Yes,
Boo Boo,
that'll be nice.
he's a boy, Boo Boo. So,
Is he?
You know, he's licked all sorts. And
Something to look forward to.
I think Ferguson and Keegan should have a similar agreement.
We got a lot of letters again. This one is from Blockbuster Video from the One Stop Shopping Centre in Perry Bar, Birmingham. Yeah, happy days. And it's from Rich, Rob and Paul, and they've sent us their the adult section of their main catalogue. Let's have a look at that. Let's see what the adult section includes. It includes Prescription for Lust, Pregnant Housewife Special, Jackie, Pregnant Asian Special featuring Rani, who's 7 months pregnant, and Plymouth Argyle, Simply the Best. Plymouth Argyle, Simply the Best? Is that erotic then?
Obviously, we aren't allowed to show pornography on the show. I mean, that's a good thing, I think, because little kids watch this and stuff. And if we show any, it can't be actual sex acts. It has to be sort of simulated sex acts, like this one. Bloke having a good time there.
Yeah.
And... As you know, we vowed on the show that we wouldn't do any more Jason Lee jokes. In fact, we saw Stuart Pearce and Steve Stone, didn't we?
We did.
The weekend, and they said that Jason's going to knock our head in.
Yeah.
So,
of course, if we knocked his head in, we'd spoil that haircut and something. That'd be terrible.
Yeah, but we wouldn't knock his head in because I imagine he's quite hard.
Yeah.
And we are a pair of tossers when all said and done. And a bloke wrote us a letter here called Brian Newcomb from Morden. He wrote a letter and he said, Dear Frank and Dave, the Jason Lee gags have been going on too long now.
Fair enough.
And I think it's time you laid them to rest. And we agree with that, right?
Yeah.
But then he goes on to say, as you see, there is plenty of room for them in the Jason Lee family cemetery. We'd like to stop doing the jokes, but people keep writing in letters, don't they?
No good.
It's very annoying. And now it's time for David Coleman Goes to Peterborough.
Well, hello, Mr. Stimson. Nice to see you. Now, I suppose, as chairman of the local football club, Saturday will be a great day in your life.
The enthusiasm is tremendous. Even when it was known to our supporters that we had to change colours, we had many telephone rings asking what the colours would be so that the knitting needles could get clicking straight away.
Blimey, no, I'm off.
Oh, it's you, is it?
It's my turn to answer the door.
I'm over keen, that's my
You are. It's Alan Davies and Nick Owen. Just want some of my beer got knocked over.
Sorry, is that my fault?
Is
I
that
do
your fault?
apologise, yeah, I'm very careless, I mean.
Oh, I feel it's all got off to a bad start now.
Yeah, I've been watching.
Obviously, we'll edit that out.
Have you got a jelly deal for Nick, by any chance?
I'll tell you what we have got. This is absolutely genuine. Sainsbury's sent us one of their new football cakes. This is the new Jane Asher range. Look at that, isn't it lovely?
It's nice, isn't it?
Oh, would you like a piece? This is brand new
Yeah,
in
go on, then,
Sainsbury's.
I'd
You
love
can get
some.
them now.
Thank you very much,
Seriously,
thank you.
do tuck in.
What about
and
you,
you can
Alan?
have
Would you like a piece of cake?
Yes, please.
Do you want some Stato?
No, I'm all right, thanks.
Didn't Jane... I thought you liked cake, Sato.
He's on a diet.
You having some?
I'll try a bit, yeah. I'll have the one. This is made by Jane Asher.
You said was going to
Thank
marry
you,
Paul
Jane.
McCartney, wasn't she?
That's right. God, you're going back a bit.
Yeah, she was. But apparently he had a bet with John Lennon about who was going to come lowest in a fantasy league. All right. And then he ended up with Linda McCartney, so...
Well, John Lennon married a real cracker, of course.
That's very nice.
Perhaps they had a competition to see who could marry the ugliest bird. Who said this show's lavish? No unfair. If you're watching, Paul, by the way,
Very nice.
you're sitting at home now eating bloody tofu and nuts. Could have been curled up with a nice ginger and a nice piece of cake.
Well, look, you've got the 96.
Yeah, I went for that deliberately.
Oh, yeah.
It's 96 if it's this way up. You're watching, Jay?
Leave her alone, she's got a bun in the oven.
Has she? Jane Asher?
As a cake.
But in the oven. Mr. Gullible.
Did you watch the England game the other night?
Yeah, I saw most of it, yeah. I thought they were slaughtered unfairly by the press, you know. I thought they played all right.
we thought it was all right.
They got about 7 or 8 chances, didn't they? I mean, that's good in itself, isn't it?
No,
I know goals are quite important in football. I appreciate that.
Nick.
I've noticed that. But if you're a Luton supporter, you get used to just being happy with chances, you know. Our end-of-season video is 100 best throw-ins, you know.
Well, I've heard that your end-of-season video comes out in October. It does, yeah. We had a terrible moment because we were at Wembley. You know, we've written this song now for the England thingy, and they played it, and they said, like, David, Baddiel and Frank Skinner in the ground, and we sat there, and they were just playing our song at half-time with us sitting there going...
You're lucky they didn't build a stage, because they used to do that, put people on, do gigs in the middle of the pitch. And they did that with the Shaman once at Highbury.
Isn't that what Danny Baird did once? Did gigs in the middle of the pitch.
Thank
you very much. Tell us how you ended up being an Arsenal fan.
Because my mum bought me a shirt.
And?
Well, my brother was getting a Tottenham shirt, because my dad was a Tottenham fan, and all long line of Tottenham fans, and my brother got one, and I said, I'm not having the same as him. Just like that, I was only 5.
Yeah.
I'm not having the same shirt as him.
So your brother's a Spurs fan?
And my brother said, well, why don't you have an Arsenal one? They're top of the league. This was the double year. He was 7, he had no idea about the rivalry at all. So then my dad had to walk to matches with one little gooner. One Tottenham shirt, like that.
So he still took you to Tottenham?
Still took me to Tottenham, yeah.
In the shirt?
I don't think the North London rivalry is quite what it was. It's not quite as intense. David Seaman and Teddy Sheringham, for example, they're very close.
Oh, why would you do that? Why would you go on nude on the pitch in front of everyone like that with photographers?
No, he was wearing the Man United away strip. Nick, you've got a rather fantastic second name, haven't you?
Yeah.
Go on, tell us what it is.
You want to know what it is?
Yeah.
It's quite unusual, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah.
Corbishley.
Nick?
Nicholas, I suppose. Nicholas Corbishley Owen. It's very posh.
It is a bit, isn't it? It's deceptive, really, when you meet me, isn't it?
We got sent a letter from someone who found the poshest name ever in football. They sent us a little panini card of an ex-Southampton player. Let's have a look at him. And this bloke is called Forbes Phillips and Masters. Look at that. That's very unusual for a footballer, isn't it?
Sounds like the whole midfield, doesn't he, really?
John Fashion, who's solicitors.
Nick, clearly everyone knows you as the daytime presenter that you are, king of daytime TV, but you used to be a sports journalist.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've done lots of things in my time, presented the
What's it like
Olympics
being a
and World
sports
Cup.
journalist in that?
Oh, it's great, because you end up meeting all the people who are your heroes, you know. I met the Luton Town team loads of times, which is great. But, you could